Biggest pop stars has managed to prove you can still surprise. David Bowie, who's been live, seemed impressed. Sky's arts and entertainment correspondent Lucy Cotter reports.
Where are we now? Where are we now?
His fans had given up hope he'd ever record again, but now 10 years after his last album, Bowie is back. Where Are We Now is his first single in a decade, and an album of 17 new tracks follows in March.
I think the whole release seems to have a sort of nostalgic quality to it. He sort of seems to be looking back as to, his whole career, re-evaluating stuff. The album cover is the Hero sleeve redone, and the fact the song referenced Berlin, implies that perhaps he'll be referencing lots of different parts of his career on this record.
20,000 people cross Bowiezone.
Bowie's seminal period was while he was in East Germany during the late 70s. He recorded the Berlin trilogy of albums, which included one of his most famous tracks, Heroes, which became the unofficial anthem at London's Olympics.
Oh, we can be heroes just for one day.
David Robert Jones was born 66 years ago today here in Brixton. He released Space Oddity in 1969, and in the following decades he arguably became the boldest and most creative solo artist in the history of rock. Bowie's last album, Reality, was critically acclaimed, but that was released in 2003. His last tour was in 2004, but he was forced to cancel 15 dates after having a heart attack. There had been hopes he'd perform at last year's Olympics, but it wasn't to be, and over the last 10 years he's hardly been seen at all. Steve Strange, the lead singer of Visage, was influenced by Bowie and starred in his video Ashes to Ashes.
Like most of David's music, it will influence teenagers like myself, teenagers before me, teenagers after me, and teenagers that are not even born yet. The reason why his music is timeless and his albums are still selling, like as if they've just been released, is because they are classic tracks.
Where are we now?
No one knows where David Bowie is now, but his legion of fans will be hoping he'll turn up on a stage somewhere soon. Lucy Cotter, Sky News.
This is Sky News. Still to come, we're going to be taking a look at what's making the front pages of tomorrow's papers with Kevin Schofield from The Sun and the Labour MP, Dame Tessa Jowell.